Hey, now it's time for our mystery guest. Join me in welcoming our next guest to the stage to share some exciting news about how your business can get involved with our first responders in a great way. Joining me now from the Mesa Fire and Medical Department, our Department Chief, Mary Cameli, and Deputy Chief, Forrest Smith. Mary and Forrest. Feel free to dance as you come out here, Mary.
Okay. You don't want that.
And Forrest, you're not allowed to dance.
So thank you.
You danced last time you were here. It's good to see you. And Mary, have you been here before?
I have.
Oh, well, I wasn't here.
No, Mayor Giles was taking your place.
And who was that?
He did a phenomenal job, too, by the way.
Mayor Giles. Okay, note to self. No, he'll be out here in a little while. When I can't be here, for those of you that don't know, my regular fill-in is Mayor Giles, and then we're petitioning the city to see if when he can't show up at work, if I could be the mayor. You won't believe the laws I will pass, people. You give me 24 hours in that chair, you're gonna love it. We are gonna build a wall between here and Chandler. And here's the best part, Tempe's gonna pay for it. So I'm working on that. Okay, anyway, tell us what's going on with the fire department.
Okay, a lot of things are going on, Mark. A lot of things in the fire department, but our most recent addition to what we're doing is we're working on a community-based sponsorship with safety messages and educating the community. How this really stemmed was through mayor and council and city management, really encouraging us to be innovative, have partnerships, and be collaborative. And in doing that, we are reaching out to the businesses to kind of come up with a safety message to educate the community. We'll have Forrest give you the details. He runs the program, and he's doing a phenomenal job at that, and I'll have Forrest give you the details of the program.
Great. What's going on, Forrest?
Okay, well, like Chief Cameli said, we had this opportunity to be creative in how we can create revenue streams. And through the Office of Budget Management and Budget, as well as the City Manager's Office, that challenge came, particularly looking in the beginning where we were saying, okay, we have some budget cuts going on, but the real challenge came in saying, okay, how can we move funds to make sure that our core services are still being taken care of? But then how do we manage some of the other programs that we have through the education side? So this opportunity came up where we said, okay, I happen to have a background in marketing and advertising and such, and so the chief allowed me to use some of those, that skill set to look at how do we then bring the private sector into being invested into putting these messages out. So the creative way of doing this, of course, was to say, okay, we've got this, these huge trucks out there where part of our social contract really is education. And it's not the first time where you've seen fire departments put safety messages on truck, and it's also not the first time you've seen a business on it, but to bring the two together and create a program where now you have a collaborative effort between the private sector and between your fire department to then educate and create a more well-informed community on safety, health, and fire safety messages. This was a really beautiful opportunity. Matter of fact, we just got our first sponsor. The Chamber of Commerce actually was our model in the beginning, and at the end of the show, you'll have a truck out there, and you will see Engine 203 that has the logo where we were spreading information about the flu. No pun intended. So getting information about the flu, but then we have a sponsor came on, Arizona Chimney and Fire Air Ducts came on, and we've got a few other companies lined up to be able to get this information out.
Okay, so I think what I heard you say is a business can sponsor a truck with a safety message, right, promote their business. It's like a moving billboard. And actually, it's a great billboard because when it's going down the street, everybody's getting out of the way to watch. Wow, that's kind of cool. So what kind of businesses are interested in, are there certain businesses that maybe wouldn't be a good fit for that? I'm thinking.
Right, for the most part, if a business cannot advertise or market itself to audiences under 16, that's a pretty good check for us right there. Right. But for the most part, the businesses that have been reaching out have some stake in education and in messaging. Our current sponsor, they are already out educating people about having your chimneys cleaned, things that you do to protect yourself. when it comes to your air ducts for your dryers. A lot of people aren't aware that your dryer vents tend to get clogged up, and that's a large cause of house fires. So between two areas of where we're already putting that messaging out anyway, I tell you, back in 2013 in the East Valley, we had 6 fires alone that had to do with fireplaces or chimneys that meant the loss of homes, complete loss of homes.
Wow.
And so, excuse me, so this was an opportunity where you have a business that's already putting that messaging that we're doing anyway. And now that we're connecting them together. So there are a great number of businesses that have talked to us that may have some stake, and even if they don't, they're even able to give us, help us put messaging out about smoke detectors, CPR. So any business can be involved and have that stake in putting some sort of message out there. They can help empower our community.
Very cool. I like that.
Any money collected in this whole program goes back to the community in our education, in prevention programs and things like that that we go out in the community and educate on, such as when we do heart attack prevention awareness and stroke prevention awareness, fall prevention, all these kind of education programs that we go out there and do with CPR. It's also benefit the community and how to prevent these things from happening, and that's what's so critical. I mean, as much as we respond on emergencies, 60,000 times a year, our job also is being involved in the community is to prevent that as well. And so all this money collected goes right back into those programs.
That's awesome. And the Chamber's logo was the first one.
Right.
So did you put it on the best truck, right?
We put it on the busiest truck, and I would have to say the busiest truck, not only in the city, not only the East Valley, but it looks like the state. This
Probably the
unit,
Western Hemisphere.
probably the Western Hemisphere. So this is an extremely
Yeah, it's busy. It's busy.
right. Yeah. They're running a ton of calls, and so the idea, the notion of just saying, okay. We're just going to put this logo there is really that. There's a little bit more to it. We have these trading cards that we've created that has a safety message on it. We did trading cards back, 2000 with
yes.
the Diamondbacks once upon a time?
We did. We got 2 trading cards.
Excuse me. So there's trading cards. There's a social media component to it. We're shooting some video. So it's not just about having it on the truck, but it's all part of a campaign where when it comes certain times of the year where we may be talking about a certain safety initiative, that's where we could bring that business in to help support that initiative. And it really involves you as members and involves the business community in reaching out and helping push that concept forward. So we're all invested in that. We all, of course, want to have a safe community. And so it gives us all that chance to do this while saving taxpayer dollars, because that's the thing, too. It allows the private sector to be involved where we can redirect some of those funds to some of our core services in the
That's awesome.
department.
Well, that always gets everybody's attention. How's the program been received up to now? Is people excited about it?
I think they're excited about it. There was mixed messages at first. People were giving us checks with, for money, thinking we were in dire need of, needing money right now. They were doing that. And that wasn't the intention. The intention was really to give the businesses an opportunity to really partner with us in getting safety messages out there. And other people, I think it's overall been positive. There was some concern out there from some people. Why are we doing advertisements on trucks? And it's not advertisements on trucks. It's just what Forrest explained. It's safety messages out there partnering with businesses. And I think there's a difference in that when we do that. We have a mission when we do it, and there's a safety message behind it.
That's awesome. Anybody got a question or a comment? Or has anybody seen the truck with the Chamber logo on it? Oh, yeah, there we go. Jennifer's seen it? Yeah, that's awesome. Parting words, anything you'd like to express about the first responders that you get? I mean, what you do, everybody just calls it a fire truck, but it's so much more than that.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like one-stop shopping. When the fire department gets on the scene, we do medical. Medical is most of our business, but also when we do structure fires, hazmat calls, technical rescue, it's really one-stop shopping. And we want to make sure, our goal is to respond as quickly as we can in the city of Mesa to emergency. It's not same-day service, it's emergency response. We want to make sure we get there as soon as possible, and that's our ultimate goal, is to get there for you. Something just to really quick, we've just started a Citizens Academy, our first ever. Forrest was instrumental in working with that, and we worked with the Chamber.
You guys.
and really all the help from the Chamber, but the reason we did this is so you can come in and see what our business is from the inside. Because when you get to talk to our firefighters, go to the stations, we're gonna have you do a ride along, just see what we do on a regular basis. We thought that message would really help you to understand our business even more. And so it's opened up. The first class is full. I think Sally has a waiting list for class number 2. But we are really, really excited about it. We're excited about the folks that are in it now, and we look forward to future Citizens Academies as we move forward.
That sounds awesome. Now, so how long is that when they come in? What do they get to, is it like an all-day afternoon?
Yeah, it's an afternoon. It was like last night. So it goes from 6 to 9, and it's 9 weeks. every Wednesday, 9 Wednesdays in a row for a 9-week
Wow.
academy. Yeah.
I don't think I could do the whole thing, but can I just want to slide down the pole one time.
Okay. We'll have Mark come on day 9. All right, you're on day 9. That's right.
Got to have a goal. All right, well, hey, thanks, guys. Mary, thanks for coming. Forrest, good to see you, as always. And how about a big round of applause? Mary Cameli, Forrest Smith. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mark. Thank you.